in the room. Lord, I ain't even got stuff over here. Come on. In the room. Lord, listen. We got so much going on today. And y'all gonna be mad because why my thing ain't on? Why my thing ain't on? Hold on. Why my stream deck ain't on? Hold on. Why this ain't on? Hold on, y'all. My thing that let me see. Oh Lord, I done fucked up the thing. Okay, now that go right there. Hold on, y'all. Something done messed up. Oh, that done messed up. Wait, let me see. And what this one goes to. Let me pull this one out. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Okay. Okay, I got the thing going on. Okay, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. The internet is so on fire today that, baby, I had done got the tea on who the girl is between Candy and Todd, and I can't even tell that today, because if I tell that, that's just going, girl, I can't be in all the scandals today. I can't have the whole Atlanta mad with me. Not the whole doggone Atlanta. So we're gonna have to hold that story for a whole nother day. But y'all see how people do. Y'all want me to do the Tamar story first, or y'all want me to do it last? Because I had it to do last. But I guess we might as well go ahead and do it at the top of the show and just get it over with, huh? Y'all want me to do it at the top, or y'all want me to do it down to the bottom? Let me see what they say. They say do it last. They say do it last. Okay, then we're going to do it last. We're going to do it last. Oh, let me slow the chat down. Let me slow the chat down. Baby, we're going to have it all going on up in here today. All right, really quickly, guys, for those of you who do not have your real ID. So I did not know what a real ID was until me and my boyfriend went to travel somewhere, and they pulled him out of the line. And I was like, and I overheard the lady say, do you have a real ID? And I just didn't think much of it because he had his Alabama ID or whatever. And so we walked through, and that was the end of it. Coming back, he got pulled out the line again for this thing. I was like, what is the problem? He said, I don't have a real ID. I said, what do you mean a real ID? I'm looking at your ID. He was like, it has to have a star on it or whatever. Now, I remember in Florida when they went to the star situation, whenever you went and got a license, you just automatically got the new license. Same thing here in Georgia. I guess there are some states that gave you the option of getting a regular ID or a real ID. But for people now who don't have a real ID, they gonna start charging y'all $45 in 2026. So administrators at TSA announced on December 1st, beginning February 1st, 26, travelers aged 18 or older who arrive at the airport security without real ID or any other acceptable identification will face a $45 fee. You gotta love America. I'd be curious to know where they're gonna pay the fee at, right there at TSA or back at the counter. According to CBS News, the fee supports TSA's new confirmed ID system, which uses biographic or biometric checks to verify identity and is valid for 10 days of travel. Paying the fee does not guarantee access if identity cannot be confirmed. The $45 fee is a significant increase proposed from the $18, which was adjusted from TSA, yada, yada, yada. Y'all go get y'all real ID. Okay, like I know in Alabama, it's an option. That's why I never knew anything about it. It's an option. Y'all go get y'all real ID. Costco is suing Donald Trump back for them tariffs or whatever that he put on them. He's suing them back for them tariffs that they, girl, don't nobody want to talk about this, girl. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Don't nobody want to talk about none of this. All right, y'all. So I'm in here chilling, doing whatever it is I need to do. And then people start sending me stuff. And it is a letter or a statement on letterhead from Tamar's attorney's office. And so the letter reads, official statement of Tamar E. Braxton. This summer, I poured my heart into Heartbreak Retrograde, a project that includes a 6-song EP and a short film. Seeing it reach #1 on the iTunes R&B chart in the top 20 overall has meant the world to me, and your support has been incredible. That is why it's been especially painful to watch a hurtful and completely untrue rumor spread online this week, accusing me of having an inappropriate relationship with a male co-star. Let me be clear, this is a lie. It's sad that the moment you achieve something meaningful, some people choose to respond with gossip and sensationalism. The rumors don't just touch me, they touch our families, our kids, our loved ones, the people who've never asked to be dragged into this nonsense. I had hoped by now we'd see better from those who claim to report responsibility and love our people. As for me, I'm letting my lawyers take it from here. Stay focused on what I've been creating, storytelling, making music, and films for that matter. If you haven't heard Heartbreak Retrograde, yes, I hope you'll give it a listen. And I thank you again for lifting us up so high on the charts, Tamar Braxton. And success to you and your album. I just find it very odd that after you start a shitstorm, now all of a sudden you want to go focus on your project, so on and so forth, and you want to let your lawyers handle it. Well, let me tell you something. Your lawyers are about to have a whole lot to handle. I told you once, and I'm going to tell you again, I'm not one of these new bitches to doing this, baby. I'm 14 years in, been sued by some of the best. Okay, check my lawsuit record. Stayed in court with Sheree. Stayed in court with Chris Stokes. Stayed in court with XYZ Company. Stayed in court with Music Company. And I'm here to let you know, baby, it's going to take more than a little piece of statement on a lawyer's. It's going to take more than a little piece of statement on your lawyer's letterhead claiming rumors about an inappropriate relationship to scare me. Because if that's the term that we're going by, inappropriate relationship, the person is claiming that you had an inappropriate relationship. If that's the thing that we're hanging on to, then baby, you, Mr. Walker, you don't even want to waste your time sending me nothing on your fax paper because the relationship was extremely inappropriate. And I knew that this is how you was gonna play it. So now we finna take it all the way back to the very beginning. I knew this was how you was going to play it. And let's be very clear here. If y'all remember when the situation first broke and about the whole mouth stuff, and I said, and the only reason you dropped that video is because, and I said, I ain't going to do it to you. Y'all remember that? I said, and the only reason you dropped that music video real quick like this was because, And I said I ain't even gonna do it. The reason you dropped that music video as quickly as you did is because people had spotted y'all ass, okay? Inappropriate relationship. Well, you tell me, Tamar, if it's appropriate or inappropriate when we're sitting at Roof Chris and he's rubbing in between your thighs, in between your dress. Mr. Walker, her attorney, you let me know if that's appropriate or not appropriate. Because you were sitting there. Let me move over. You were sitting there and he was drinking and talking and he was touching in between your legs, and rightfully so. Now, let me give her this. You pushed his hand and was like, stop, stop. But you know that cute little stop that y'all girls do. And he kept leaning in. He kept leaning in and whispering. And he would rub in between her legs again. And she would push his hands off again. Real cute, like real 16-year-old, like. Let me know if that's appropriate or inappropriate as a male co-star. And I'm going to tell you something. I just thought about something, and I thought about this in the very beginning. I'm the fool in this situation. I am the biggest fool in this situation because now it's all making sense. I'll never forget calling my best friend Quisha. And I said, you know, XYZ is going on, and I can't understand for the life of me why Tamar is doing this in front of me. I remember saying that. I remember saying, you know, me and her are just getting to know each other, and she got this stuff going on with Mendices, and she know I'm a YouTuber, and she know I'm a blogger, and I'm curious to know if she's doing all of this because she want me to go tell it. You know what I'm saying? And now that I look back at all of it, I really do feel like it was a scheme that you set up to put me in this position to do it. I also remember overhearing when I got to the video shoot, I walked in, it was you and Nivea was already there, L'Oreal was there, and y'all kept making references to, oh my God, Tamar, when this come out, it's going to break the internet. It's going to break the internet. Now, let's get back to the notion of inappropriate behavior, okay? So we've got him playing up your thighs in Roof Chris. I don't know if that's inappropriate or not. We're going to have to let Mr. Walker or the rest of the lawyer, or I'm going to have to call Annalise Keating and let her decide. I will say this, the simple fact that when we would leave the Four Seasons, and when we got to V12, and when we would leave Roof Chris, the fact that when we was at Four Seasons, you and him bent around that corner because them girls was out there that saw y'all, and that softly made the blogs. Them girls saw y'all. The fact that you was hiding behind that stairwell until that car came up, that would probably suggest that what y'all was doing was inappropriate, because if it was platonic, why wouldn't all of us just walk right on outside into the car? When we went to the V12, man, and they lit up all the candles and stuff, Mendices was outside behind us. He beat me there. So if it wasn't inappropriate, then why isn't Mendici and his friend in the video with us doing this? And matter of fact, okay, because since you getting your ducats in a row, I got to go ahead and get mine in a row. Because, see, we forget that night at V12, there were several people, celebrity friends included, that were up in that section that witnessed what was going on, as well as the harem of girls. So this is the first thing we gonna do. If you were one of the people that were in that VIP section at V12 who saw Tamar Braxton tipsily or drunkenly sitting in Mendices' lap in a very flirty manner, please email me at funkydineva@funkydineva.com. Okay, that's number one. Number two, if you were with those group of females that was at the Four Seasons that night when they was trying to hide behind the columns before the valet people brought the car, if you was one of those people that saw them that night as well, please email me at funkydineva@funkydineva.com, because I would like to talk to you. The next thing, let's talk about this in terms of being inappropriate. And Mr. Walker, down to the law office, you're going to want to write this one down, because I heard this one with my own ears and saw with my own face. And I was really concerned. I was like, why is this lady doing this in front of me? Tamar, you gonna sit up in my face? You gonna sit up in my face with your three faces and tell me that you and Mendices did not have a conversation at that table in Roof Chris about him putting out a statement about him and Yandy not being together no more? We really gonna do that? And he said he did a version of the letter on Chat GPT. And then you started laughing back and was like, no, you got to go back and rewrite it to kind of make it sound like it's you. We going to say that didn't happen? We going to say that didn't happen? We going to sit up here and say, after he was digging in between your thighs at that Roof Chris, and he got up and went to the bathroom, that the conversation was, y'all, I can't. He just my friend. He just my friend. I can't. I mean, and then I said, Tamar, ain't he married? He ain't married. They not married. They just do that for the show. They not married. That's what we gonna do. We gonna pretend like at that video shoot for the video, the bedroom was right there. The living room area with the one-seater chair was there. All of us had been drinking the entire video shoot. We gonna pretend like you was not sitting in his lap with them booty shorts on and them two new big old titties you just purchased with the shirt split down like this? Is that what we finna do? Is we finna pretend like you wasn't sitting in his lap like this? He was sitting down. You had your leg crossed like this, sitting on his lap with them two tig old biddies like this, and we was all drunk. That's what we doing? That didn't happen? Or maybe it did happen, but that don't qualify as inappropriate behavior. Okay? Or what about the part when we left the video shoot all drunk and we all went to help you take the boxes and stuff back up to your house, and he walked right on in there in your house and got on the sofa and got under the cover, bitch, like he was very comfortable laying there. You gonna tell me that didn't happen? Now, Vince was there because Vince came out and said hello to everybody, so I'm not alluding that nothing freaky happened, but Vince was there. We walked upstairs. His drunk ass went straight to your sofa and went straight to that cover, and he did it in a very familiar manner, like he had done did it before, or like he had done left that cover there before. Are we saying that none of this happened? Or are we just saying it's appropriate? I'm just trying to figure out what the basis is of the legal facsimile that you don't put out on the internet and what your lawyer people supposed to be calling to talk to me about. Okay, because baby, you ain't the only one that got lawyers. You ain't the only ones that's lawyered up. And the funny thing about it is, you gonna really gag, bitch, because you ain't the only one that got lawyers on the line. One of your favorite lawyers reached out to me this morning. The white one you used to fuck, bitch. Okay? I got them all on the line, baby. Everybody is on the line. I got a whole harem of black females that hate your ass that's attorneys in my inbox ready to go. Not to mention the ones I keep on my own. So I'm trying to decide who I'ma hire. I might just hire all of them, starting with the white man who you used to give all your loving to, and let him handle it since he knows your ass inside and out. What you want to do? What you want to do? Baby, I ain't never been scared of you. I've been told you leave me alone. I've been told your motherfucking ass to leave me the hell alone. And then if y'all notice, the statement got less to do about the gossip and more to do about the album. I feel like a big dumbass right now. I really do. Because I feel like you roped me into all of this for this moment to promote that damn album. It's all making sense to me now. It's all making sense. Because the way you were overly flirty and the way you and Zoe kept trying to probe me with questions, with stuff with Mendices, I really feel like you were setting me up to tell it and my dumb ass fell for it. My dumb ass fell for it. But bitch, since I'm falling on the ground and I can't get up, bitch, we telling it all. Sure did. And you left out the V12, left out of there, got in that black car, sat all in his lap, and y'all was kissing all up to 75, 85 until we got back to your house. You gonna tell me that didn't happen? I mean, if it's a video shoot and he a co-star, then the relationship should have been on the set and that's it. We hung out on 3 separate occasions where it's just supposed to be me, you, and maybe Zoe and the makeup people, and here comes Mendeezies. And here y'all come sneagling and giggling in the corners and sneaking in and out the restaurants and him touching on you. And y'all having lovey-dovey, flirty conversation. You finna really sit up here and tell me I didn't see this with my own 2 eyes? Mr. Walker, he deposed to me. Mr. Walker, anytime you ready to depose me, come on. Mr. Walker, you gonna need to go down to the Four Seasons. You gonna need to go down to I'm finna help you, Mr. Walker. You need to go down to the Four Seasons and ask them to delete the video footage from the night when Tamar had on the blue denim dress that had the puffy shoulders and the skirt here. Because that's the night all those girls saw her at ballet and her and Mendeezies trying to hide behind that column. I'm going to help your case, Mr. Walker. Matter of fact, I might pull my credit card statement and let you know exactly which date it was. The dress was blue on that day. The dress was army fatigue green on the day we was down to the roof, Chris, and he was rubbing in between her thighs, and she was talking about, stop, stop. Okay, girl, don't play with me. Don't play with me. And Mr. Walker, I hate that this lady done went and got you involved in this mess, because all it's finna be is a big old case of he said, she said, and I'm not backing down. You can't tell me what I didn't see and what I didn't hear. You cannot tell me what I did not see and what I did not hear. You old call the law ass bitch. Everything they say about your ass is true. You done went up and stirred up all this motherfucking confusion, all because you wanted sympathy, going around lying, talking about the top of your damn mouth done fell out. Do you see how one little cry for attention on the internet has turned into all of this? When all you had to do was take your pie-faced ass on L'Oreal podcast, all you had to say was, I hung out with some friends that night. When I got home, I went through my normal routine. I passed out. Instead, you wanted to be shady. I went to a friend's party. I threw a friend a party. Yes, bitch, I'm mad because you're lying. Because you insist on being the victim in this situation. And for all of y'all out there talking about, she didn't never say his name. She didn't never say his name. She didn't have to say my name. When you know you're one of the main characters in the story, your name don't have to be said. You knew what you was doing. And you trying to be the perpetual victim that you love being. You not finna paint this narrative that, oh, you just went out your way to do so much for this friend and this friend betrayed you. Baby girl, if anybody was betrayed in this situation, it was me, who ended up being collateral damage in your antics, your reindeer games, and your bullshit. So I'm here to tell you and Mr. Walker, bring it on, bitch. And you better bring it damn strong. Bring it on. Because you ain't finna fucking sit up here and tell me what the hell I didn't see and what the fuck I didn't hear. Baby, I already got 2 people that me and you know in common that I can call on the line right now to vouch for your ass sitting in his lap at B12. So play it how you want to play it. But I think it be in your best damn interest to leave me the hell alone. I done told you. I don't told you I'm not them other punks you used to being around. Girl, it take more than a little piece of letterhead to scare me. It take more than a little piece of letterhead to scare me. And baby mama ain't never been no dummy. Baby, my assets, and my money tied up in so many damn trusts and different investments, girl. If you're lucky to get anything, it'll be off this rush card that got $55 on it. Good luck, bitch. Okay? Leave me alone, lady. And you know what? You're right. It is unfortunate that other people's families and whatnot get affected by this situation. I hate whatever this may have caused for Yandy and her family, because Yandy already catching all types of hell down to the love and hip hop, so on and so forth. And I feel bad about it. But on the flip side of things, Yandy, I want to apologize to you if you getting caught up in this. But at the very end of the day, Yandy, it also ain't my responsibility to protect you. It's your man's own. Okay, let that be perfectly clear. Yandy, I don't have nothing against you. All the children that's involved, all the families involved. I hate that children and families is involved. Don't nobody want defects involved in this shit like this, but it ain't my job to protect nobody, children, or they damn family. It's Tamar's job to protect her children and her family, and it's Mandisi's job to protect his children and her family. And it would have been her job. It would have been her best job, the best job she ever would have did had she left me the fuck alone. But now you want to keep poking and poking and poking and digging and digging. And at the end of the day, Tamar Braxton, people are now seeing your ass for who you are. Okay? You home wrecking whore. All right? Allegedly. That's why Michael Malden wife was finna whoop your ass. Allegedly. Tawanda already got on the thing and said you messed with Tony Braxton, man, back in the day, allegedly. Then you all up on the stage, all behind Birdman, allegedly. Girl, you knew exactly what you was doing. You knew what you was doing, and you knew it was wrong. Because several times, several times, Tamar, I looked you in the face and said, girl, but he married. You was like, he not married. I said, so they just doing it for the show. And you was like, yeah, he say they just doing. We've had conversation about what y'all had going on, girl. So I'm confused about which part of the statement that you wrote on Mr. Walker letterhead is you being accused of inappropriate behavior. Either I got inappropriate listening or my barometer for what's inappropriate is broken. He deposed to me, okay? But I am ready, Mr. Walker. Oh, Mr. Walker. If you good as them people said you is down there to the law school, Mr. Walker, you'll find me and you'll get me whatever appropriate paperwork or whatever the case may be, and we could sit down and talk about it, and then we could really finish spilling it all publicly, bitch, because it still ain't even all spilled. I'm still holding on over here. I'm still over here trying to protect what little bit of damn dignity you got left about yourself. Leave me alone, girl. You think all them damn people in that room when you was sitting on that man's lap and it ain't no pictures. You think in V12 when you was sitting on that man's lap, some of them girls wasn't sitting back like this, taking videos and pictures. Is you think the people was dumb enough not to take no pictures? You met your mics today, bitch. Leave me alone. Mr. Walker, don't you send no shit around here to my house. Now, I done damn told you. Talking about, let me read. Hold on, nigga. This bitch done made me mad. Baby, we finna sit here for the whole hour. This bitch don't say, accusing me of having an inappropriate relationship with my male co-star. Since when is rubbing in between somebody's legs appropriate? Since when is kissing somebody else's man in the Uber appropriate? If the relationship was appropriate, why was y'all not walking and leaving out of establishments together if it was appropriate? I'm confused. Mr. Walker, did you ask this lady any of this stuff before she... Mr. Walker, I'm starting to believe she came in your office and stole this paper and put this on it. Girl, don't got me hot. Excuse me. These rumors don't just touch me. They touch our families, our kids. Well, did your kids know what you was... Girl, I mean, there is so many places I can go with this. I asked your lying potato salad complected skin ass to leave me the hell alone months ago. And you just could not leave well enough alone. And then you want to try to piggyback off of what's going on in the blogs with the other bloggers being sued, talking about, professional reporting and responsible reporting. Bitch, it don't get no more responsible than reporting what you seen with your own eyes. As a matter of fact, what I'm doing is not reporting. What I'm doing is recanting. Recanting. Reporting is when you read the paper. Reporting is when you got the information from somewhere else. Recanting is when you live the experience. You ain't finna sit up here, you or Mr. Douglas, Mr. Walker, you nor Mr. Walker finna sit up here and tell me what the hell my lived experience was. Bitch, I'm like that lady on the Women's of Brewster place. You left your curtains open. I seen you. I seen you. I see that letter from Mr. Walker ain't addressed nothing Pacific. I see that letter ain't addressed nothing Pacific that was inappropriate. Bitch, I seen you. Mr. Walker, I seen her. As many people, like I said, anybody who was down to that V12 that seen Tamar sitting in his lap, drunk, please email me at funky.neva@funky.neva.com. And any of them girls that was at that valet when Tamar and Matt DC went back and hid around that corner, please email me at funky.neva@funky.neva.com. Let's get it on, bitch. Since you want to sing so much, you need to be singing Marvin Gaye's Let's Get It On. Ah, baby, let's get it on. Come on, sugar, let's get it on. All you doing is wasting your money, that man time, and his fax paper to engage in a battle of my word against yours, and I'm not backing down. I seen what I saw. I heard what I heard, and that ain't all of what I heard. I told you, go find somebody else to fucking play with. Want to sit up and fool la la with people, man, thinking the shit cute. Then when it hit the fan, then you want to rush and hurry up and put out a video and make it seem like they was just co-stars. Girl. Have you not forgot the conversations we've had? The conversations I was privy to? The things I've seen? Now you want to play me like I'm some old lying, delusional, crazy ass person. Girl, fuck you. You let that damn man send some shit around my damn house. You gonna curse the day that shit ever made it here. I tell you that. Leave me the fuck alone. Keep your damn mouth closed and go sing them battered woman love songs of yours. Leave me the fuck alone, bitch. All of this shit was dead. But in the true Tamar fashion, you had to take your pie-faced ass up there to L'Oreal and be shady. Shouldn't your ass be somewhere healing? Leave me the fuck alone, bitch. Then wonder why your ass became a spokesperson for PrEP. Girl, don't get me started. You don't match your damn match. Let's move on. Couldn't take the heat no more, baby. She couldn't take the heat. Then want to go call the laws. Want to go down there and call Mr. Walker office. Now you set all this shit in motion. Then you want to go call Mr. Walker office. Girl, give Mr. Walker my number. Let me tell Mr. Walker who his client really is. That's probably the process serving people at my door now. Riot in Rio. Let's move on to the next thing. Something else about some anger since I'm mad to help calm me down.
Woo! Quinn! Quinn!
Hey, bury it like that. That's what you do. You bury it just like it is now.
My
goodness.
Doing it so they don't recycle the casket.
Bury it.
That's right. You're right.
You bury it now. What's wrong? Bury it. You know what the problem is.
Right.
So listen, y'all. I don't know whose fume this is, but a family member said he was going to ding up the casket. He was going to ding up the casket to make sure that they never, ever was able to resell the casket. And I think that's some low down shit if people are doing that. Now, there was somebody in the chat that just put something that said, he will never be able to hang with me. And that's why part of me was always apprehensive about getting into these types of things. This is why I always make comments like, I stay the fuck away from fish. I don't mess with fish. Okay. And I know that there's going to be a demographic of people out there who are going to take this incident and paint it as my entire character. And I'm already okay with that because y'all are committed to not liking me anyway. But as far as me being messy and not being able to be trusted and all of these different things, baby, that is not my reputation amongst my friends. That is not my reputation amongst my friends. And I have not been invited into the spaces that I've been invited to. And I have not been around as long as I've been around being somebody who is messy, who can't be trusted, who violates friendships and who violates trust. But what you're not going to do is violate me and treat me like I'm some disposable pawn. Okay? When them people was on that internet eating my ass the fuck up, that woman sat her ass back and she did not give a damn. Do you know how hurtful that is? To think that you're becoming friends with somebody that they can just treat you so disposably? I have a text message when she dropped the video and I said, oh, this was all for promotion, the lady writes in the text message, we can make up later. Please don't ruin this for me. I spent a lot of money on my project. Please, if you can't stay quiet, just support me. The lady had no problem making me collateral damage as a part of her rollout. It was all a scheme. And the problem is she never expected me to act out of turn because she is so used to everybody else being around her, falling in line or being so happy to be in her presence that they'll never go against her for the sake of being friends with Tamar Braxton. Girl, I got plenty of friends. And somebody said Tamar only wants to attempt to shut you up because it's the truth. It is the truth. I ain't got no reason to lie on you. And what I subsequently just ended up fucking doing to Yandy, I ain't got no reason to damn lie. What I'm lying for? I didn't want to talk about none of this. You the one kept doing it. You the one. You the one. And then got the nerve to want to go get the lawyer people. So I could finish telling they ass what the fuck I just told the world and what I'm telling you to your damn face. I love your mama and daddy, but the biggest failure in life they ever had was your ass. Something about the way they raised you or didn't raise you got you fucked up. And on top of that, I'm going to take it a step further. You may not want to believe it, and your family may be in denial. There is something psychiatric with you. I tried to love you, bitch. In the midst of all of this, I was still low-key on here throwing subliminals. And Tamar, me and you could go out to eat tomorrow and it won't be a thing. We could talk about it and it won't be a thing. We could go back and be friends. And you kept pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. You kept pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. And you wouldn't listen when a person told you to stop. You can't go around doing whatever the fuck you want to do to people, Tamar. You can't go around creating media shitstorms, expecting people to be collateral damage and be all right with it, Tamar. You can't do that. And then play victim to circumstances that you created. Like, do you know what brings me peace in this situation? That no matter what you say, no matter what you do, no matter how many attorneys that you call, the whole court of public opinion is on my side. That's really got to make you feel low as an individual because it speaks to what the world knows of your energy and your character. Run across all the blogs. Run across all of them. Yeah, there are a few. He's so messy. He's so whatever. He a messy punk. Overall, the entire viewing public is like, you're crazy. I don't even watch y'all's show. I don't know what's going on. But all they're saying in the comments right now is, Tawanda gotta be feeling very vindicated right now. Tawanda gotta be feeling very vindicated right now. I don't know what's going on the show or whatever. But Tamar, baby. And here's the sad part, right? Because now that I don't got all the fussing and cussing out, that was very cathartic. Like, I'm back to normal right now. In the midst of all of this, I still just want to love on you. And I know that makes me a fool. Like, Tamar, I was so interested in being your friend. I'm going to be very vulnerable here. I was very interested in being your friend because I was like, ooh, finally, this girl gonna have some good people around her, somebody who don't want nothing from her, somebody who could pay their own tab, somebody that's gonna hold her accountable, somebody who ain't scared of her, somebody who's gonna tell her when she's wrong. I was like, we would be really good friends together. And I was glad when you reached out to me and we started hanging out. And we had some really good times. We did, honestly and truthfully, we had great times the whole way through until you came with this fuck shit. Until you came with the fuck shit. Then, in the midst of the fuck shit, you know, I made a simple request. Can you just say a little something? Well, I'm in the hospital. I didn't say. I said, okay, girl. You had Phil and Norman them called me. You put the statement up for all of 45 minutes and you took it down and started popping off. Then we thought it was over. And it was over. You had said your piece. I had said my piece. It was done. Your album came out. Your music sound good. You're looking good. Your mouth healed from when you almost died and didn't want to call the ambulance. Then you had to take your ass on L'Oreal's show. And I ain't got nothing against L'Oreal. I love L'Oreal. L'Oreal, I was looking at you a little sideways when you said, well, somebody who you thought was a friend, but I understand you was doing your journalistic duty, so I'm going to leave you alone, L'Oreal. But you took your ass over there to L'Oreal, and instead of just saying, I went out, came home tipsy and drunk, or whatever, it had to start with the mess. I threw a friend, I went to a friend's birthday party. I threw a friend a we're not going to get into like what? Come on now, come on now, girl. And you honestly thought I was just gonna sit and let that ride when I had already told your ass leave me alone? Fuck the rest of this show, Rashida. I see you down there, but let's talk about it. Let's just talk about it. What, all my psychiatric people, what has to be wrong with a person from a psychiatric perspective that they experience trauma, a medical emergency, and the first thing they do is run to Instagram to say they almost died? What is that? Why did you even do that? Why? That's where all of this started from. Your undying thirst for attention. And you don't give a damn where it comes from. That was why you couldn't sit your ass the fuck down at the No Limit thing. Baby, I couldn't tell if you was performing or if Baby was performing. What is wrong with you? No normal person runs and has a medical emergency and then runs to Instagram. Most people would never even want anybody to know. And then you love the shit flurries because you didn't even give the people enough information for us to pray for you specifically. As long as they was on the internet buzzing about Tamar, long as they was buzzing, you didn't give a damn. You didn't give a damn how you artificially stirred people's emotions. Like, I don't know if you grasp the brevity of this. You got on the internet and said you almost died. Okay? And people took you serious. And as a result of me being a male friend that was with you, admittedly, who has a past of drugs and alcohol and partying, that's my cross and my burden to carry. But in that moment, I was no longer the messy gay best friend. I was the male who failed to protect his friend. And black women, I'm talking to y'all. That's the duality sometimes that is played, that we play as gay boys. Like, on one token, we the accessory and y'all good girlfriend. But then when it's time for a man to be in the picture, y'all throw all that gay shit out the way and y'all attack us as men, okay? I was being attacked, Tamar, as a man. He did something to her. How could he let this happen to her? If that's his real friend, why didn't he go upstairs with her? Why didn't he make sure? See, all that funky Dineva shit went out the window. Now all that gay shit went out the window. Now my manhood's being called into question. I'm a faggot when it's convenient. But when it serves the narrative, oh, I'm all the man you'll ever need. My gay boys, do y'all see sometimes why I say I don't fuck up with fish? Last man seen with you. You didn't even give me enough information to give the damn people. So I simply said, I don't know what happened to the lady. Any reasonable person who would have seen the internet on fire the way it was on fire, fuck clearing my name, any reasonable person would have came on the internet and said, y'all calm down, I'm good. Y'all calm down, I'm good. But instead, you sat there for days just allowing people to cook up all type of stuff while you sat back and enjoyed it. All in the name of an album rollout, and that's where you had me fucked up. Because I went from being attacked, I went from being called every gross name in the book. My character was put on trial. It went from that to, oh, he's a part of it. Look, he's in the video. Not today, bitch. Not today. Not today. You fumbled over me, and you fumbled over me real hard. Because my intentions with you were always genuine. You introduced this fuck shit to what could have been a beautiful relationship with us, and you gonna have to carry that to your damn grave or until you figure out a way to make it right. Because as far as I'm concerned, I don't have shit to make right with you. This shit began with you, it was perpetuated with you, and it's continuing with you. We're gonna do another story, and then I'm gonna bring my girl Rashida on. Last but not least, I think the only thing that keeps me sane in this moment and has to be eating you alive is nobody believes you. And I want you to remember that. I want you to remember that, and I want you to remember this face. Nobody believes you. Everyone thinks you're crazy. I bet your sisters are at home eating this alive because they know you for your works. I tried to tell the girls a long time ago, I play on a whole nother level that y'all girls don't play on. Y'all be too busy playing on the physical plane. I be up here in the spiritual world. No one believes you. Everyone thinks you're crazy. Everyone thinks you're the common denominator. Speaks volumes for you. It's really sad that your antics outweigh your voice. And the saddest part about it all is that you don't even realize you're Tamar Braxton. That's the sad part. You don't even realize it. You do things to reduce yourself to such a common level. You're so common. You are so common. If this don't make you common, I don't know what does. Just old common piece of fish. Running around with a recycled piece of used up love and hip hop talent. Now the subject of blogs for something messy and not your voice. Common. Common. You supposed to be a star, baby. You supposed to be a whole star. You got a voice that is undeniable. You definitely should be mentioned third or fourth behind Whitney Houston. But yet, here it is. You ain't nothing more than just a common bitch from Baltimore. Doing common bitch things. Like sneaking around with other people's significant others. Just low down and common. That's what's got to hurt the most. Let me check my cameras and see if these hoes at my house. I would be somewhere in shambles. I would be somewhere in shambles if somebody just got on the internet and relegated me to as low of a common ass bitch as I just did you. I would be somewhere clawing my mattress if I was supposed to be as big of a star as you are, and you down here playing around with common stuff. Toni Braxton would never. Janet Jackson would never. Yet somehow, here you are, just common. Just an everyday, common bitch from Baltimore who happens to be able to know how to sing, who nobody believes, who everybody thinks is crazy, who everybody knows is either bipolar or has some type of personality disorder. Just common. Just JJ's fish and chips, common. Just Harold's chicken, common. Just a 2 cheeseburger meal and a high C orange, common. Your self-esteem and your self-worth has honestly got to be in the sewer for you to be this damn common. Look at what you're enthralled in right now. Supposed to be mega superstar selling out stages. You into it with just little old me, just sitting in my very common house with my common cameras, with my common commentary, with my extra regular common self. And you right here with me. Your mother's proud. Your father too. Very proud. They're very proud. They're very proud of you. I hope your media spectacle was worth it. Ladies and gentlemen, word of the day, common. I'm going to do one more story and then I want to bring Rashida on. It's so funny because this girl name is Rashida. So you guys remember Rashida, who got into the thing with Miss Nicki baby over Leangelo Ball, ended up marrying him and getting pregnant. Well, honey, she done got did the same way he did Nicki baby. She done came out and wrote a whole statement about it. I'm not finna read it. But the most important thing about the entire statement is that she acknowledges that Mr. Ball was no good, is a deadbeat, so on and so forth. And then she goes on to apologize to Miss Nicki baby. And that was a huge deal. So shouts out to her for that. Now, speaking of, honey, I'm finna bring my girl Rashida on and we finna talk because we need all the any and everythings we can get, honey, to
Hey, Q.
hey.
You can hear me.
What is the website really quickly that we use it, Rashida?
You know what? I can't think of the bit.ly, so just put the Mood Servant website on. You just put Mood Servant and then put the promo code 2025.
Anyway, guys, I got Rashida back in the building, guys. Y'all know.
Hey, Funky Bunch.
Hey, y'all know we got it going all types of on when it comes to the products. Rashida, first off, everybody who I've run into in public who has smelled 1111, 305, or 44, they absolutely love it. All of my friends are like, Oh my God, it smells so good. A lot of them are like on second iterations of it. And guys, what you guys don't know is that Rashida and I love this collaboration so much. We've got months and projects and ideas worth of different types of candles and home things. Me and Rashida are locked in. We
Yes.
locked in. And we got some
Thank you.
stuff going on. But I felt it prudent that Rashida come on, because I don't think y'all was taking me serious the white way y'all needed to be taking me serious about the weight loss bombs and the weight loss candles. And so
Yeah.
I said I got to have Rashida come on here and talk to me about it. So Rashida, let's get in here and let's talk to these people about what we got going on for them.
Yes. Do you actually have your roller bomb there?
I do. Let me go to my room and get it. I was in there.
Okay.
So keep on talking.
Okay. So listen, first of all, this is Quentin's idea. This is Quentin's baby. Although there's nothing new under the sun, I could have never come up with the idea to do a weight loss candle. So what it is, we decided to do a bundle. So what it is, we call it the metabolic blend because it's an appetite suppressant candle with a pulse point therapy roll on. And it's really just a proprietary balanced blend of essential oils developed by clinical researchers created to curb like hunger cravings and promote mindful eating. So with the candle, you're going to use that for the aromatherapy that's going to help trigger the brain to feel satiated so that you're not having those cravings. It has like the bergamot, the lemon essential oil, the grapefruit, the ginger, the peppermint. The reason why I asked Quentin to grab his roller balm right now is because because I'm an empath like most of us, I was getting a little nervous and secondhand embarrassment from the Tamar read. So I had to calm my nerves by smelling this ginger. But what it does is you can use this. So this is I love the candle, but my favorite part of the bundle is the oil. Because what you're going to do is you're going to put it on your pulse points, which will help you have those feelings of satiate. Like, you'll put it there. Or even, you don't really have to do behind the neck. You can, but my favorite part is putting it on the navel. So that's like an Ayurvedic method, which is called navel oiling. And the reason why it works is because it's directly connected to the, he is so silly. It's directly connected to the vagus nerve. So what that's going to do is it's going to help you with like, if you feel, it's going to help speed up digestion, but it's also going to help you with feeling calm. So that way you're not emotionally eating. For me, I didn't have trouble. What were you going to say, Quentin?
No, I was like emotional eating. That was a good point. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. For me, I don't have trouble with overeating, but I stopped drinking alcohol because I loved wine and I loved champagne, but I was finding myself, got a little anxiety, let me get a glass of wine. But then as you get older, your waist is getting out of control. So this helps me with the sugar cravings because that's essentially what I'm craving, the sugar. It's not the buzz because you don't really get a buzz from wine. But yeah, so it helps with those cravings. So that's why I love it. But this roller bomb is not like, I bought two so you can see the difference in size. This is a 1 ounce as opposed to the 10 milliliter bottle that people are used to. This bottle should last you like maybe 3 months, even if you're using it daily. The candles, we did 2 candles. Both of them are 8 ounce size 10s.
And
So you're going to get,
so good, guys.
yeah, and you're going to get a 60-hour burn time from each candle.
Now, I have a question about these, Rashida, and I didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
Realistically, I'm somebody who works, 9 to 5 at my cubicle. I have issues with cravings and snacking and munching. How long is it recommended that I burn this candle in any one sitting to get the appetite suppressant benefits of it?
It's immediate.
Oh, wow.
It's immediate because the aroma is going to trigger those chemicals in your brain that makes you feel like, oh, I'm full already. Or, like you should feel like you're satiated, like you shouldn't feel like you want something. That way you're not, because usually it comes from you're not hungry. It's just you're trying to fill a void. So it's going to give you that fullness, like you're going to feel full. So that way you won't crave the food or the
Mhm.
sweets or whatever. Also, a good thing that you guys can do to prolong the life of the candles, and with any candle, you can go and get a an oil burner or like a candle warmer,
Mhm.
and that's going to prolong your candle. Like those tins will burn, they're 8 ounces, they should burn 60 hours, but you can have them for maybe 3 months if you put them on the wax burner. It's just that you won't get the benefits or the ambiance of the flame, but this is for people that's just trying to prolong it, but you should get like 3 months out of it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Definitely.
And guys,
Yeah.
again, we start. Me personally, I have a lot of friends around me who are anti the injections. And then
Hmm.
I have some people who just can't get it for whatever reason. And we all know that the injections are appetite suppressants, right? It essentially keeps you from eating on one magnitude or another. I think that this is a great way for those who are injection interested but nervous to ease into appetite suppression. It's not like you're taking pills. Oh, y'all remember back in the day, Dexatrim and Hydroxycut and all those different things.
Yeah.
It's not like you're having to put any gas station pills in your body. You're not having
Hmm.
to get any shots. It's essential oils, it's nuts and berries and fruit juices and all things that we can find outside in the Amazon rainforest. And
This
give
is
it a
true.
go. Give it a
And
go.
not to cut you, Quentin, but like you said, we're joking with the fruits and berries, but it is a part of Eastern medicine, but it's backed by modern science. So for
Yes.
those of you that want to do your own research, you'll see that, oh, like I said, it's nothing new under the sun, but there are formulations, not the candle, but you can see that you can do the essential oil blends to curb the appetites. Also, it works for to like uplift your mood. Like if you
Mm-hmm.
feel a little down or a little depressed, it'll help with that because it has the peppermint and it has the citrus blend. But the ginger is what's going to ground you, and especially like if you get like nausea, like I can't do I get motion sickness, so I need a little ginger. But it
Mm-hmm.
helps with all of that. And the main part, like I said, do the navel because you're going to see results quickly,
Mm-hmm.
especially like, before bed or even before you work out. Also, because we've never really talked about the complete collection, the 1111. The 1111 is for grounding. A lot of people get it and they say, oh, it smells like incense because they have the
Mm-hmm.
frankincense in there, the myrrh, the cedar. So that's for people that really need to ground out, right?
Mm-hmm.
The 305, that is for really for creatives. That's going to spark your creativity because you have the citrus blend. So that's going to spark creativity, help you with focus, and help you to just kind of like stay alert. And then the 44, which is my personal favorite, that's a balance between the two. So that's you're gonna get the energizing benefits of the citrus, but there's vetiver in there that's gonna help kind of ground you out.
I love it.
So
I love it.
that's the complete collection. Yeah,
So,
that's
guys,
Quentin's collection.
go on over to moodservant.com. You can make your way over there to the Funky Dineva collection. I mean, the Quentin Latham collection area of the
Mm-hmm.
website. You'll see it. And if
Oops.
you use
Sorry,
promo
guys.
code 2025, we are giving discounts out. So, guys, we got the wellness collection. We've got the 45, the 305, the 1111. Please buy what you like. Um, and support the situation. Like, guys, I know we crack our jokes over here, and I know that I am not necessarily the best candidate for like pushing weight loss, but I also, I know what my audience is, and I know that there is somebody who, could benefit from the oils and the candles. Just give it a try. With that being said, Rashida, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
And
Okay, take care, Q.
take care.
All right.
That's Rashida from Mood Servant, everybody. I love me some Rashida. And y'all, my
Boop.
phone is lighting up 17 ways past Thursday. The funny thing about it is, and I don't know if y'all work this way. I can honestly say with my whole chest that I'm completely done with the situation. I don't think there's any stone left unturned for me to have to say, like, I honestly and truthfully. And can I tell y'all something else unrelated to Tamar? And a lot of my friends and a lot of my family members maybe noticing a change in me too. And I'm going to tell you where it comes from. When I was younger, especially in my high school, college era, in my 20s, in my lower 30s, I allowed people to run over me. I was insecure in a lot of places, in an effort to keep the peace and in an effort to maintain friendships and in an effort to remain in certain friendship circles. I would let people run over me, or I would give them a pass, or I would let things slide that I should not have let slide. And I'm 42. Somewhere within the last 2 years, there is just a level of fight that has come inside of me that I can't turn off. Like, I don't know if it's me being jaded from the world and realizing that nice people finish last, or that nobody gives a damn about you being nice and pleasant. And it has just left me in a place where I do not allow people to play with me anymore. I don't let anything slide anymore. I don't let slide disses fly anymore. I just don't let it slide anymore. I don't go looking for trouble. I don't go looking for fights. But I'm not scared to fight anymore. And that's what it was. Before, I was scared to fight. I was scared. I'm not scared to fight anymore. And unfortunately for people on the receiving end, I'm making up for the old and the new. So I'm not only fighting you, I'm fighting the bitch in the 5th grade that I didn't fight. I'm fighting the bitch in the 8th grade that I didn't fight. I'm fighting the bitch that tried me at 22. I used to be so scared to fight, and I'm not scared to fight anymore. And especially in this industry and in this business, you not finna play with me. I'm a person, and I got feelings. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.